recording. There we go. Now's the time. Good morning, everybody. Let's warm up the body. Let's grab those dumbbells. And let's start with the legs nice and wide. Like kind of loosen up everything. So soft knees. Take a big breath high. Inhale. So we're going to exhale, bring those arms out wide. Nod the chin and roll it down. Let those dumbbells take you down toward your toes, toward the floor. The legs are wide, so maybe we're touching the ground. I want you to bend your knees, reach your bum back to the wall behind you, lift it up. Reach your bum back and lift and back and lift and 2 and 1. Go rolling it back up, scoot through those abdominals, dropping the tailbone, stacking the spine, lifting the chest. Take those arms wide. Inhale. And exhale. Rolling it all the way back and down. Bend your knees. Stretch, roll it back up. And up. One more time. Take it down. Bend those knees. Stretch and roll it back up. Feel the stretch. Take the shoulder blades along the back of your head. Lift it up. Little shoulder rolls. 4 and 3 and 2. Little step touch side to side. Let's go right and left. Just heat it up. Move those ankles. Point through the toes. Side to side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lift the feet straight to the sides. Flex that foot and lift that ankle. Trying to keep those hips level. You're going to feel a little bit of work in those obliques. Good. 4, 3, 2, back to the tap. Side to side. And we'll heat up those arms. Let's bend those elbows and reach in front. And in. Front, in. Front, and in. Good morning. Got no music today. My apologies. What we got? We're here. We're moving. Bend and stretch. 4, 3, 2. Take those arms to the side. Reach out. Bend and stretch. Palms up. Think that you're holding 2 bowls of soup. Right? So don't let those dumbbells sit down. Keep them up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. And bring those hands down. Side to side. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take those legs. We're going to take the legs and the arms back. Little taps to the back edge of your mat. Reach, 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 reach. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Take the foot up off the ground. So again, flex that foot. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1. Good. Bring it down. Nice and slow. Slowly from here, let's turn those legs out. Find that grand plie position. And let's just go from one side to the other. A little lunge. Into the left, over to the right. As we progress from one side to the other, let's slowly get a little deeper. Good. Flexing my feet, so I'm pulling and pushing with my heels. Go ahead and we'll come back center. Drop that pelvis underneath, rib cage on top, and plie down, and down, and up. Readjust those legs if needed. You want to make sure those knees are over your heels. Pelvis is directly underneath you. Good. Finding that stretch in the groin. And 4, and 3, and 2. Take it down. Let's hold it low. Low as we got so far. Palms facing in. Lift them up to your shoulder height. Back down. And lift. And lift. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold them up. Take them out nice and wide. Lateral raise, pull it in and back. And we soften those ribs. Stay low in the legs. A little more weight into the heels, the baby toe side of your foot. Think about your suspenders between your hip bones and your ribs pulling together. And 4, and 3, 2 more, 1 more. Good. From here, legs stretch them up, back in, up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down. Let's go left heel up, right heel up. So you're stretching out the big toes, you're waking up the ankle joint. So you can get right up on your big toe, second toe. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take those heels up. Hold it. Pulse the legs deeper. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold. Option. Challenge yourself with the heels staying up or put the feet flat. Arms go back to the front. Forward raise. And in. Exhale, lift. Good. 8. Pull that waistline inward. Feel those ribs knit together. Soften inward. 5, 4, 3, 2. I want you to hold it up. Take those arms out nice and wide. Lateral raise in, back up. Long necks. 8 more. And 7, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 1 more. Good. Hands down, heels down. Stretch it up. Nice. Take it down and up. Down and up. Good. Let's add in a shoulder press. Hands to the shoulders. Press them up as you go down. And in. Press them up. Try your best to keep those biceps moving beside your ears. Those ribs softening in. You gotta breathe more into the back of your lungs, back of your ribs. 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Good. Bring it in. Take it back down. From here, shift right and left. Stay low. Those not quite those lunges from side to side. You want to keep the knees bent. Just transfer the weight into one foot and together. 1 foot, other foot. Again, rib cage on top of the pelvis. I say this because I naturally want to bring my ribs forward. Leaving for myself, finding myself to stay back. 3, and 2, and 1. Come back center. Lift it up. Let's go. Parallel feet just as wide as the hips and lean forward. Good. From here, palms are going to face the front. Let's take it to a row. So try not to round the back. If this stance is hard, take 1 foot forward of the other. Stagger that stance. And then row. Elbows up. Feel your tailbone lifting for the ceiling. See the collarbone open. Good. You got 4, 3, 2. 1 more. Go ahead, bring it back. 90. From here, take it to a bicep curl, even though we're leaning forward. Hands to the shoulders, back down to the shoulders, and down. Breathing out. Keep that tailbone lifted, regardless if your legs are parallel to each other or if they're staggered. Belly in, ribs softened, tailbone high. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Stand up. Good. If you're staggering your stance, you're going to change which leg is in front. If you're keeping them wide, you're going to keep it the same. And again, tip forward, flat spine, tail high. Palms turned in and row up and down. Good. I know that I naturally want to drop my bum down. That's why I'm staggering today. Pulling those hip bones back and up. 4 more. Good. Nice big exhale. 3, 2. From here, hold it up. Let's bring the elbows high as you can. Extend the triceps. And reach. And reach. Breathe. 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2. One more. Good. Bring those hands down. Stand up. Good. Take a moment. Let's just do a roll down. We'll bring the apart. Nod the chin. Follow with that belly. Keep the weight forward in the feet. Soften those knees to bring yourself all the way down. So that release in your spine. Sit bones reach to the ceiling. Then we're going to roll it back up to standing. So exhale, scoop to the belly. Feel the tailbone drop down. Pelvis is on top of the feet. Ribs on top of the pelvis. Head up. All right. From here, let's hold up our mat. We can grab our gliders. Then just grab one. I don't like my thighs aren't already. But so I can stand on the edge of my mat. My hands are just going to stay at my side, and we're just going to take a lunge. We're going to bend that right leg, sliding the left leg back, trying to bend both legs. So you're in that split squat, and then up, pressing that right. Take it down. Exhale. Up. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And breathe out. Every time we come up, we want to feel that pelvis push forward and our ribs press back. Put yourself in that pinning press, right? That sandwich press. And 4, 3, 2. This last time, let's actually hold it down. Stay low. Make sure the knee is over your heel. Both hands straight up in front. Palms facing each other. And low. Exhale up. 9, 8. 7. Lower with control. 6, 5, 4, 3. 2 more. 1 more. Good. From here, tip forward, chest over top of the thigh, arms reaching back. So your ears, your hips, your back foot are a straight line. Square your hips up with the floor. Good. Now let's lift that left leg up. Touch your glider. Lift it up. Stretch through the back of that left knee for me more than you think you can. Stretch your elbows more than you think you can. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more time. And in. Push, shake it up. Grab some water. It's also very hot. So, take it to the other side. Let's put that foot on that right foot on the glider. Standing nice and tall. And bend that left knee. Take the right leg, both legs bend. Come back. Down. And up. So it's almost like you're going back into your split squat. Right? Down. Press through the heel lift. And exhale. Good. 4. And 3. 2 more. This last one, we're going to take it down. We're going to hold it. Hold it, hold it. Again, hands go straight forward, palms face each other, and lower. Lift. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5. Feel the suspenders lifting, bridge softening. 3, lower those arms with control. I know I want to speed it up. Slow it down. 2, one more. Wonderful, bring it in. Lovely. Let's bring those dumbbells down. Let's bring our mat back out. So we're going to come down onto our hands. Wake up the wrist just a little bit to start. So fingertips pointed forward. Lean forward, feel a stretch in the wrist. And then rock backward. Again, press forward. And then from here, turn your fingertips out. And we're going to rock to the right. As far as we can go. Center over to the left. Good. And right. And left. Come back to the center. Turn your fingertips toward your knees. For some of us, that's already a stretch. We might actually have to come forward a little. So I want you to try to pull yourself backward. You're still trying to get the shoulders on top of the wrist, or as close as you can. Just stretch the wrist. Go to where you can. Go to where you can breathe. And then let it go. Turning the back of the hands down. So my fingertips still pointing to my knees. The back of my hands are on the floor. Try to relax the shoulders so your neck stays long. And again, try your stretching of the elbows as much as you can. And then gently shift backward. Again, getting a nice big stretch through the front. Top of that wrist. Relax a little. Pull. And then we'll let it go. Take your feet on your legs or just kneel. And let's do 4 circles. We're going to go right into a bunch of planks. I want to come into a front plank. We're going to roll onto the right side for a side plank. Through center to the other side. And then repeat front, side, other side, front, side, side, front. 3 times through. You can do this on your knees. You can adjust to your elbows. So I'll suggest I dream a genie arm so that we can go from one arm to the other arm if needed. You can drop it to your knees whenever you need to. Okay. Take a mini break and come back. Think that the mat is lava. So if you need a break, you come back up as quickly as you can. You take as many breaks as you need, but try to finish with it. Okay. That is my only thing. Finish with it. Don't just be like, oh, it's too hard. Drop it, come up, drop it, come up, drop it, come up. I'd rather you come up every like 2 seconds than hang out and not finish. Okay. So hands underneath the shoulders. Let's take those legs back one at a time. So as we step on it down. Here we go. Breathing in and breathing out. Keep that collarbone open. Think about those fenders. And as you breathe out, really keep following out your low belly. So that's where my work is for me. Low belly zipping up, the waves to the ground. That makes it way harder. But for some of us, it might be feeling those arms big. Like those heels pushing backward. Let's roll onto the right side. And breathe. Again, from here. Go to the hip or feel those ribs press back for a nice flat line. Watch that the hips aren't too high and you're creasing into the side of the waist. Try to lengthen that right side waist as much as the left. Without any music, I'm already regretting. Onto the other side. To the left we go. Breathe. Roll your shoulders back. Again, find that length in the spine, down the sides of your ribs, sides of your waist. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, come back to center. Roll it again. Breathe. Roll the shoulders back. Good. Keep the rock on your feet a little bit. Make sure you're on your toes. Keep that. Get a low belly point forward and up. Feel those ribs softening, closing together. Good. Let's go over to the right side. And again, lengthen through the torso. Stretch it down both sides. Engage that right armpit. Again, no issues if you're on your knees. You go with what you got today. 4, 3, 2, change sides, left side. Again, roll the shoulders back. Push your hips forward, pull your ribs backward. Exhale, pull into that pelvic floor. Tighten the waistline, soften the ribs. And exhale, breathe out. Feel that low belly pull in. Blueberry lifting, those ribs closing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. It's the last time for you. Pull that chest open. Don't let the head fall. Let's keep the head lifted, connected to the rest of our spine. Ears, shoulders, hips, heels. Pull into that low belly. Good. Rolling over to that right side. Oof. We're almost there. We've done finish this side, finish the other side. You can do it. Roll your shoulders. Pull into your belly. And second. That left hip forward. Don't let it open to the ceiling. Keep those hips square to the wall you're looking at. And we switch it. Last 30 seconds. Roll those shoulders back. Pull in through that belly. Exhale, pelvic floor. Waistline, ribs. Long through the spine. Left armpit. Energy in that lat, in your serratus. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and center. Bring it. Oh my, come off your. Oh, do some very slower circles. Don't shake them out too quickly. Give them a moment. Move them around. Make that circle bigger. Good. Stretch those arms out. Take that child's pose, dropping the head down to the floor. Walk your hands over to the right. Try to keep the left rib, left armpit sinking down into the ground. Head heavy between your arms. Good. Back through center. Over to the other side. Feel the stretch on that right side. Right rib cage is heavy. Right armpit sinking to the mat. Head dropping down. Lovely. We're going to come into some bridge work. We're going to use our gliders again. So let's have both gliders nearby, or I should say, I'm going to roll up my mat halfway so that when I lay on my back, My bum is at the edge of my mat. And the gliders are underneath. Wonderful. Good. So we'll start with just a couple articulated bridges for the spine. So if we're laying on our back, your feet are on those gliders, but don't worry about them moving anywhere. So I like to just make sure my toes are down or my heels are on the ground if I feel like I'm extra slippery on that floor today. We're gonna make sure those legs are nice and close together so that if I touch my hip bones, those bony bits right at the front of my pelvis, my knees are in the same position. Right? They're not wider. If I lay here and I just make those little blades with my hands, my knees are matching. Okay? We gotta do the best we can to keep that, which means we're probably gonna feel more inner thigh, some of us. Let those hands come down and open up that collarbone. If we open up that collarbone, you might feel your rib cage flaring. Take a moment, just enjoy that flare. I'm gonna enjoy it. But as I exhale, I'm gonna soften those ribs down. Keep breathing out, opening up the shoulder. So it becomes that tension, like balancing a teeter totter, which can stay low. Take a breath. As you exhale, let's tilt that tail. And then inhale, let it go. Exhale, pelvic floor, waistline, rib cage sinking, tail is tucking. So you're just trying to find a little more length. Exhale, pelvic floor, waistline, off the ribs. And one more. Good. Use this in that bridge. Exhale, pelvic floor, waistline, rib cage. Tuck the tail, healing your pelvis up as your weight goes into your heels, into your leg. Feel the hamstring, feel your glute, your bum. Exhale, soften the ribs, roll them down, checking with your knees. You're straight, lengthening, feel your sit bones reach for your feet, for your ankles. Again, we go back up, exhale, pelvic floor, waistline, rib cage, tuck tail, without changing where your head is. Put weight in your heels, feel your bum up without changing where your shoulders are, where your head is. So everything is really pushing forward for me. Exhale, rolling it all the way down. Again, I'm trying not to change the position of my head. I'm trying not to volumize my hair on the mat. I'm trying to keep my ribs anchored, even when I relax my bum. Exhale one more time. Tuck the tail. Feeling to lift it up. And then exhale. Roll it down. Lovely. I want you to hug that left knee into the chest. Just a little push and resist. Use your arms, push your leg forward. Ready? And push, resist. Let your arms in. Keep that leg falls a little closer to you. Sit there, same thing, push and resist. And relax it, let your arms in. Maybe it falls back in, let it fall in. Keep it there, push and resist. And relax. Good. Pull the right leg, do the same thing. And hug, push and resist. And relax. And push and resist. And relax. And one more time, exhale. And awesome. All right, we're gonna go up into our bridge, and we're gonna work these. So have those arms pressing into the ground to support you. Exhale, tuck the tail as you soften those ribs. Heel your pelvis up. So already my bum is working. Now, lift the toes so your heels are on your gliders. Reach them forward, pull them in. Reach them forward, pull them in. Lift your bum up as your legs come back in. Lift that bum higher. Lift that bum higher. Two more. One more. Oh, I lost my glider. And roll it down. Okay. Slide the legs out. As your legs are out, can you tuck your tail so that your hip bone still come up to meet your ribs, rather than arching to that low back where my hand can come soft the ribs, soft the tail. We're still long in that lumbar spine, the lower back. Keep that. Slowly bring your legs back in. We already have it pretty well set to where we're going. Hands back to the floor if they're not there. And exhale, top the tail. Feeling to lift your butt back up. Good. From here, legs out and in again. Out, back in. Out, back in. Good. 3. And 2. Try to get your bum up there. And 2. Get it back up. Last time. Back up. And roll it down. Good. Pull your right leg into the chest. Slide the left leg off. Let's take off the glider right now. Move the right leg side to side and then good. Circle it in the neck. Circle in the other direction. I'm going to do a nice big spiral stretch. So the left hand on the leg, right side. Exhale. Pull it. Let that right big toe fall to the floor if it can. And then let your knee follow that toe as much as it can. And then we'll just breathe, drawing into that pelvic floor. 16 waistband. Off the ribs together. Inhale. Breathe into the back of the ribs. And exhale. Waistline. Rib cage. Exhale. And release. Come back to center. And left leg. Right leg. Move the left leg. Side to side. Circle it in the hip. Circle it in the other direction. Good. Right hand stays on the leg, left arm open. Exhale, pull it up. Good. In. And exhale, pull it to the low belly. Off. Inhale. And exhale, pull it to the low belly. Soft ribs. One more breath. Exhale. And bring it back. Wonderful. From here, let's just roll over to our side to sit up. You can take the gliders to the side. You can extend your mat all the way out. It's bent like mine. Let's grab your dumbbells and your squishy ball. So dumbbells on either side of your mat. Squishy ball is going to come underneath your bum. So lift your bum up. Let's bring the squishy ball underneath. Find that position where you can balance. And then we're going to take those dumbbells to our hands and our legs up. Finding your balance. I want to feel your sit bones reaching over that ball toward the bottom of your mat. You want to feel your ribs sinking down as your arms go. Yeah, we're just going to go right into our toe touch. Exhale, right foot down. Back up. Left foot down. Adding in the arms, left arm goes behind as that right leg goes down. And then and breathing up. Good. Keep those inner thighs engaged so that those legs are sliding past one another. Squeezing the center line of the body. Last 2. Close those ribs. Good. Single leg stretch. Exhale, right leg forward, left arm back. And opposite arm to leg. Feel those ribs continually sinking down into the mat, zipping up through that low belly. Now I want to change that arm. Instead of it going directly behind you, we're going to take it out to the side. The leg stays the same. Up the right leg forward, left arm to the side. And then back in. That's a little more challenging for that core. Open that right arm out to the side. Bring it in. So soften the elbows just a little bit. Keep those legs squeezing the center line of the body. Exhale. Rib sinking. Good. 2. Last one. Beautiful. Bring it in. Hug your knees. Give it a little moment. Give it a nice little stretch in that low back. Good. And then we're going to come back if you need to readjust your ball. Let's readjust the ball. Legs tabletop. And step. So both arms going up into that fly out to the left and right. Both legs together going forward. So exhale, reach them out. Pull them back. Exhale, pelvic floor, waistline, soft down into your mat. Bring them back. Exhale. Keep thinking about those suspenders between your ribs and your hips. Right, you want them to be in the same line. You don't want one in front of the other. Two. Last one. Keep the hands on the ceiling. Flex your feet, rotate your knees and toes open. Turn it to a frog. Exhale, extend and point the feet. Flex to bend over the hips, not the chest, over the pelvis, over the ball. Exhale, reach forward, point. Flex and bend. Exhale, ribcage down. Point. Flex, bend. Exhale, reach forward and inhale, return. Watch your knees don't go wider than your shoulders. Fight for that rotation, but keep your knees narrow. Push. 2 more. 1 more time. And in your oh, good. Let's take those dumbbells down. Take the feet down. Take yourself up off the ball. And let's work some chest lift. So in your chest lift, I want you to work to make sure that low belly is safe. If that belly starts doming, stop. Don't go as high. Or if we can't get it out of the neck and the belly is doming, take the ball behind your ribs. Okay? So for otherwise, the ball is going to be between the inner thighs to engage the inner thigh. If you have to take the ball under your rib cage, squeeze your legs together. Okay? You got activated inner thighs. You can feel that low belly activate just a little bit more because the inner thighs. You link those fingers, place them behind the back of the head. Good, we're going to lift the elbows to soften those shoulder blades away from the ears, and we're going to soften the rib cage down. Right? You can see how my ribs want to lift. But if I actually let that air out like a big sigh, I get those ribs down. I got to breathe into my thighs. Yep. Exhale, pull into the pelvic floor, the waistline, the rib cage, curl the shoulder blades up and away. You can see your belly. Make sure it's sinking, and take it back. Good. Let the head be heavy in your hands. It's my armpits, it's my shoulder blades pushing me up. And back. Exhale, curl lift. Take an inhale. Exhale, take it back down. You gotta really train yourself to breathe into the side. That's not easy, especially when the ribs are closed. Breathe into your side. Exhale. Exhale, curl lift. Hold it up. Little tiny pulse. We're just trying to get another vertebrae off the ground. Exhale to lift it and to lift it. Not fast. Slow. Exhale. All the air in. Exhale. All your air. And all your air. Keep squeezing the legs together. Squeeze that ball. 2 more. 1 more. All the way down. Now we're going to come back up, regardless if you're on the ball or not. We're going to lift into that chest lift and we're going to rotate. We're going to look to the outside of our thighs. It's the same setup. Elbows are lifted, armpits are wrapping down toward your hips. You soften those ribs down. Breathe into your back. Exhale, pelvic floor, waistline, rib cage, curling it up. Take an inhale, exhale, twist to your right. Come back through center. So you've got the peaks of your shoulder blades on the mat. Now you only have the left one. You come back, both shoulder blades touch, and then twist so it's only the right. Okay? And exhale, rotate. Again, check in that belly button is sinking. Right? The waistband is tightening. It's not bulging up. There's no bread rising in the oven. It's bread that is falling flat. 2 more. 1 more time. Back to center. Take it down. 9. Let her take the ball out. Roll over to your side. Which one's my left side? Good. So I want to leave the head down today. We're going to stretch that top leg. So my bottom leg is bent. My hips are in line with my shoulders, in line with the ear. Right leg is extended. Right hand is reached over. I'm going to pull my knee and my elbow together. Focus on contracting through the waistband and then extend. Exhale, pelvic floor, waistline. And soften your ribs in. Exhale, pelvic floor, waistline, rib cage. Now take your time so you can feel that muscle contract to pull you in. If we go fast, you're not going to feel that muscle activate. Exhale, pelvic floor, feel it lifting, feel that waistline, feel those ribs, feel that side. And exhale. And 2. 1 more. Good, bring it down. Rest. Prop yourself up onto your left forearm. The exact same exercise, but now we're going to be elevated. We're going to make this work a little bit more. But right away, we got to stretch the right arm. Good nose away from the front. Right leg is lifted. Pull your elbow together toward the knee and out. My elbow comes just slightly in front so that I know that I'm not twisting my rib cage open to the side. Pelvic floor, waistline, rib cage, limbs together. Exhale, pelvic floor, waistline, rib cage, limbs together. 2 more times. Reach. And last one. And good. Let's take it up and over to the other. Start on the ground. Keeping the head heavy. Keep the bottom leg bent. We'll stretch the left leg. We'll stretch the left arm. And focus on softening those ribs back to the spine. Keeping that pelvis tucked under. Exhale, pelvic floor, waistline, rib cage. Pull. And exhale. Now, if you don't feel the obliques so much, that's okay. Focus on feeling your low belly, stabilizing the pelvis, those ribs pulling inward, right? You're going to feel your abdominals work. Slower. Then you slow it down. it might take a few to start to connect to this left oblique. I actually feel that internal oblique crossing down to my right hip, activating. As I try to keep that belly pulled inward and out. Last two. Pull it in. And last one. Let it go. Lovely. From there, propping ourselves up, lifting up onto the floor. So again, no sinking in the shoulder. Roll the shoulder back, lift the rib. Now my ribs went way forward. Pull them back if needed, right? So again, I always check in that my hip bone, that bony hip, and my rib are pretty much the same line. Otherwise, I'm coming forward with my hand. Just not come straight up. All right, that's what I mean by in line. Take the left arm over, the left leg up, and exhale. Pelvic floor, waistline, ribcage squeeze. And exhale. Now, if there's a popping in your hip, because I got one, I want you to play around with that rotation. Maybe it's less rotation in the hip. Exhale. Or less rotation in the leg. Or really, it's just trying to pull your upper body to the leg more. And 3. You got it. 2. One more time. Good. Bring it down. Take it down to your belly. I should say my popping that I have in my hip is not deep, but it's a little irritating when it constantly down, right? And I can feel it. It's a little jarring. So I just continuously play around with where that needs to live. If it's painful, obviously don't bend it as much, right? Try to bring your rib cage over. Fight for length, really stretch the leg out. We're on our belly. Let's stretch out our thumb. Let's reach back with that left hand for your left foot. Pull the heel to your bum. If you can, relax your head down. Put it on your fist. Put it on the back of your hand. And I want you to tuck your tail. Feeling that left knee lifting up away from the ground, or trying to, as your left hip tries to press deeper into the floor. Good, breathing, inhale. And exhale. One more big breath. And then we'll exhale, let it go. Change for the other side. Reach back with the right hand to the right foot. Pull that heel to your bum. Pop the tail as you lower your upper body down. Really focus on both hip bones pressing into the ground. That pubic bone pressing down into your mat. Maybe you can feel your low belly engage. To lengthen and stretch out your lower back here. One more big breath, squeezing those knees toward each other. And we'll let the leg go. Lovely. Let's take our hands. Let's actually grab onto those gliders. Your hands are going to go to the gliders. I want you to take them out to a V or a Y. So think YMCA. Easy way to say that. Take those arms out to YMCA. Roll your shoulders back. That automatically lifts my nose up just off the floor. Okay. We're going to tuck the tail. And as we breathe out, pelvic floor, waistline, rib cage, lift the chest, slide your hand in, and take it out. So very similar to when we have a roller and we're putting those arms on the roller, right? Going right into that back extension. Exhale, pelvic floor, waistline, rib cage, pulling your chest forward, trying to tuck that tail so that pubic bone comes up with your rib. You're not compressing the lower spine. We're extending it, right? So not lifting my bum to the ceiling. Pop that tail down. Lift it high and lower. And up and down. And 2. One more time. Good. From here, come up halfway, just a little higher. And now with all your arms, you're going to exhale, still soften your ribs away from the ground and bend your elbows back. And then reach them forward. Try not to change your spine or your head. Exhale. Just those arms. Think of it as like a lat pull down. Right? If you were sitting up, you were pulling the bar to your chest. Exhale. Squeeze those elbows down toward your hips. Exhale, pelvic floor, waistline, soften the ribs. Exhale, pelvic floor, waistline, ribs, soften those ribs. And 3. And 2. And one more time. Good. Arms forward, upper body down. Lovely. Take your hands back beside your hips. From here, turn your palms into your thighs and let your hands just hover off the floor. Stretch your elbows. Not easy. Shoulders back, stretch your elbows. Look at the floor. We're going to inhale, pull our chest forward and our eyes forward and up. Now exhale, pull it to the pelvic floor, lift your belly button, close your ribs and bring your rib cage up and over an imaginary ball to come down. So inhale, lengthen to come up. Exhale, pelvic floor, waistline, ribs going over. I can also think of this as a plane, taking off on that inhale, leading with the nose. Exhale, pelvic floor, waistline, bringing the feet of the plane down and your nose flat. Inhale, lengthen. Squeeze those elbows. Squeeze those wrists to the thighs. Exhale. Last one. Inhale up. And exhale, pelvic floor, waistline, rib cage, and down. It's lovely work. Last one here is going to be for your legs. I want you to open your legs a little wider. Take your hands right underneath your hip. So your hip bones compress into the palm of your hand. Okay, they're not going to jam into the floor. You can actually physically feel the hip creases pressing into your hand. We're going to bring the feet together, kind of like a frog. Okay, and as we squeeze the heels, we're going to tuck the tail and lift your thighs up and down. That's why you got your hands here. You can push your belly, or sorry, not your belly. You're going to lift your belly, push your hips into them and down. Breathe up. You're going to feel your bum cheeks. Squeeze your bum cheeks to lift those thighs. You're going to feel those hamstrings a little bit as you press your heels together. Try to relax your head down. 4. 3 more. 2. One more time. Perfect. Rest. Just take your hands for a side, push it back. Child's pose. Good. Let's finish with a nice big hamstring stretch today. So I'm going to lay on my back. Let's keep the feet on the floor while the other leg stretches. So left foot stays down. Let's pull that right leg in. Most important thing right here is to find that sit bone right at the bottom of your bum. Pull it down to the bottom of your mat. Right, so I'm not rounded in my back. I'm in a neutral pelvis. Keep that neutral pelvis and try to push your foot up. A little bend in the knee is fine. You can hold on to your pants or your shorts. You can hold on to your leg. Feel those cord-like muscles right at the back of the thigh. That's your hamstring. Those cord-like muscles, we do eventually want them to have a little bit of give. even when they're stretching, and not to be such rocks. So that's going to take some time. Think about those sit bones pulling down. Keep the pelvis square, pointed flexible. Make circles and circle in the other direction. Yeah. From here, bend the leg, bring it down. Go left leg. Again, pull that sit bone down to the bottom edge of your mat so you're in that neutral pelvis position. And you can stretch your heel toward the ceiling. It's going to be tight. You definitely work those hamstrings with those gliders. Want to make sure that the space between your ribs and your hips is equal on both sides. That's how you know they're square. On top of maybe eventually having the feeling that both sit bones are pulled long toward the bottom of the mat. Point and flex the foot. And in circles. And circle in the other direction. Good. And then bring it in. Hug your legs to your hips. Good. I want to roll a little bit like a ball. So I want to pull my forehead up toward my knees. I want to have my hands close to my shins, and I want to tuck my tail. So tuck the tail so you're really trying to round the spine. Start to move forward and back. Nice little massage just for the lower back. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe we can come all the way up. If you can, find it. Or find it, regardless. Let's curl those toes underneath you. And hang upside down. Walk on the spot. Let your hips move from side to side. And do one knee, then the other. And then we'll roll it up to standing. Soften the knee and keep the weight forward. With the belly. Stack spine. Lift chest. So guys, finish with a big breath. High. And all the way out. Take out your arms. Take out your legs. And you're all done. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you, Dana.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye now.
Thanks, Dana.